of not only Israelites, it's going to do away with a lot of people within the earth, even from now on, man. Okay, so it says there, 2nd Ezra 8 and 50, and 53. It says the 55. It says, and therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude that shall perish. For when they had liberty, they despised the Most High. And that's going into the book of Proverbs that we read a little bit earlier on. Because why? Because you got a lot of people, when they get reproached, they get corrected with the scriptures, they go crazy, man. Because they ain't trying to hear that. Okay? Because this is a world that allows you to be rebellious, man. Okay? This is a world that allows you to what? To be basically a fuck up, man. Okay? So continuing here, it says, for when they had liberty, they despised the Most High. They thought scorn of his law. They forsook his ways. Moreover, they trodden down his righteous. And they said in their heart that there is no God, yea, that knowing that they must die. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pains are prepared for them. So guess what? Here it is. You go into where you got Jake out here praying to the Most High. Okay, that are basically hoping for what? For the kingdom to be set up. Okay, and the Most High is going out there, and he's going out there to prepare, okay, a kingdom for them. Well, guess what? The Lord also is got it to where he's prepared thirst, okay, hell, okay, because it's going to be hell, catching hell, okay, not the place underneath the ground, okay, all right, not to be mistaken, all right, because you got to clarify that with Jake. Them take that, make a video of it. They're going to be catching hell. The Most High is prepared catching hell for certain geezers, man. Okay, but not the hell that the so-called Christian church talks about. Okay, but like I said, all right, here it is. The Most High is prepare good things unto the elect, which Lord's will, I'm one of the elect, but he ain't prepared good things unto what? Unto them other guys, man. Okay, he ain't prepared. The scoffers that come up against the men of the Lord. Okay, Esau, they ain't good. Lord went out there to prepare what? The evils for them, so you can understand. Okay. Continuing, 2nd Ezra 8, and this is 2nd Ezra 8 and 59. It says, for as the things are aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pains are prepared for them. Okay, it says, for it was not his will that men should come to naught. It says, which they have created, but they which be created have been have defiled the name of him that created them. And that's Jake, because that's the Israelites, because they were surnamed. When you go into the book of Ezekiel, it says that what? It says within the book of Ezekiel, pretty much that how Jake went out there, the Israelites went out there and defiled the name of the Lord. Okay, amidst the heathens whither they went. All right, so it says but they which be created have become defiled. Okay, defiled the name of him that made them. They were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. Okay, that's Israel. That's Israel. Okay, and therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Okay, dealing with the elect. Okay, and then answer that, and this is Ezra, and this is the point, the whole point why I read all of that. Okay, because it's going to go into what? Matthew the 24th chapter. Because the disciples was always asking the same thing. When are these things going to be? When are they going to be? What's going to be the time? What's going to be the point with which these things are going to come to pass? Okay, then said I, and it says, behold, O Lord, okay, thou, okay, has showed me the multitude of thy wonders, which thou will begin to do in the last days, but of the times thou hast not showed me, because he didn't get the time point. Okay, this is going to happen, hey, whatever. The Most High said, check out what the Most High said. He says, he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, or when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told unto thee, which was what? The earthquakes, okay, which is the Matthew 24 is going to speak about. Okay, the earthquakes in diverse places, all of that. Okay, then shalt thou understand that this is the very same time when the highest shall begin to visit the world. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people within the world, the World War III, okay, the beyond the World War III, the earthquakes, the rumors of wars, and so on and so forth. That's all about what? That's all about the preparation, because guess what? The scripture's going to say within the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. These are the beginnings of sorrows, man. The earthquakes and the uproars, those were just the beginning. Okay? So continuing, alright, so continuing, it says that what? It says, when they shall be seen, therefore shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people within the world, okay, then shall thou begin to understand this is that the Most High spoke of these things from the days when they was before thee, even the beginning. Because it says, for like as all things is made within the world have the end and the beginning, even so the times of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful effects and endings and signs. Okay, so going back onto the book, so I read all of that just to make that point of what those was going to be the signs, the earthquakes, also too the scoffers. You go to the book of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, it says that what, behold, in the last days you was going to have scoffers. So the scoffers are like an indicator to what the last days. And we check out the scoffing is at an all-time high right now. Okay, Matthew 24 and 4, it says, and Yahweh answered and said unto me, take heed to any man, take heed no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying I am the Mashiach. You got a lot of people out here teaching, you know, that they know the Lord, the Messiah, or whatever. But really, they're full of nonsense, man. Okay, they're full of nonsense. Okay, really, you was gonna get the teaching. Okay, the understanding of the scriptures, like the scripture says out there within the book of Proverbs, out there within the streets. Okay, so you're supposed to take heed. Okay, and really, the best way, the one tried and true way of finding whether the doctrine is true is whether it's all consistent, man. Okay, that's how you know you're dealing with the truth, because everything that we say, okay, about the Bible, it all ties in together, man. Okay, you go out there into these different philosophies and these different doctrines, they got all kind of gaping holes, man. Okay, here it is, you're a man, okay, and some dude is telling you can only have one woman. Well, guess what? The scripture says that what? That you can have as much as you can afford, man. Okay, so long as you ain't dealing with what? In terms of adultery. Okay? So that's what the Most High set up, and many other things. See, the whole doctrine is consistent. Okay, but you go into these other philosophies, you got gaping holes that it don't make no sense. Okay, all right, but that's how you find out that you're dealing with a full deck. Okay, so he said, take heed lest any man deceive you. Okay, for many shall come saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. You got a lot of people deceived by what? But what? But Caesar bullshit, okay, the whole Catholic system, okay, all of these other religions that you go out here within the world, okay? And when you shall hear wars, rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, okay, for all these things must be, but the end is not yet. So that was just a precursor, man. Okay, that was just what's going to happen before the indicator, so you can understand, like we read within the book of 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter, okay, but that wasn't the end yet, okay? For nations shall rise up against nations. So you got into where what? America's coming up against Syria, Iran, everybody, man. Okay, they're coming up against everybody. Okay, and pretty much what's going to happen is, okay, that's going to spew out into what's known as a World War III. A World War III. I like it like that. Okay, it's going to spew out into a World War III, which is prophesied. We read all about that all throughout today, man. We're reading about the World War. Oh, that's all about the Most High jacking this place up, man. Okay. That's all about the Most High jacking this place up. So, pretty much, that's what's going to happen. But see, all of these so-called uprisings of the people and revolution, whatever, that's all just leading up to that. Okay, for nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes, there shall be famines and pestilences, earthquakes in different places. All these things are the beginnings of sorrows. That was just the beginning. That's the start. Because, like I said, there's a thing called the time of Jacob's trouble that's going to come. The book of Jeremiah 30, and I'll go straight to the point. Okay, the book of Jeremiah 30 and 7, it says, alas, for that day is great, none is like it. It shall be even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So ultimately, Jacob, the Israelites, was going to be saved out of what? Out of the time of Jacob's trouble. But guess what? The Most High was going to have what? He was going to have what? He was going to bring all kind of hell upon this place. Okay, back within the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, it says, for nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and earthquakes and pestilences and earthquakes in different places. These are the beginnings of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So pretty much, that's it. Okay, that's what's going to happen out here, man. Okay, you're going to have Esau coming down. Oh, let me get that scripture. You're going to have Esau coming down here having great wrath because he has a short amount of time. Okay, trying to build this so-called New World Order up. Okay, and he's going to pour a lot of hell upon Jake. But ultimately, Jake's going to be saved. Jake's going to be saved out of it. And the rest of the people are going to go into slavery. Okay, Revelations 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he has a short time, man. Okay, so hey, that's it. So with that, pretty much, Lord's will, that was of edification. But I'm gonna say, oh, praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, I'll be out here the next time, and shalom.